And hello, all you folks out here in YouTube land. Laura the Croc the Squirrel's here with Snark Patrol. Say hello, Snark Patrol.
Hello, Snark Patrol.
Hello, Dr. Pepper.
Final Fantasy III. This time, it's personal.
Oh,
What?
it's not the right.
You know, actually, but here's a hilarious one for you. Was going through the discussions on the various Final Fantasy Pixel remaster games, and actually ran across people who are absolutely fans of Final Fantasy II.
Oh. I just didn't like the leveling system. Everything else about it looked good. It's just that whole system I was not a big fan of. But
See now,
but if you like it, you like it.
see, funnily enough, there was actually a thing. Apparently the reason I was seeing I was seeing so much forward progress in the game in the version we were playing, was that they cleaned it up and cut it down so that we didn't actually have that problem. So progression was actually something that was going to happen. And
cool.
you spending half the day grinding by leaving one monster in combat and trying to hack each other up without murdering yourselves was not a thing that actually had to happen.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah.
It's probably a
would
thing
be an
that's still going to
improvement.
happen at least from time to time, but it wasn't it isn't strictly necessary. So that's a thing. Oh look, we're going to hurt ourselves so that we get tougher. Hey, can I throw spells on myself? Yes, you can. Boom! Oh look, I have fire. I've only been using fire all this time. Fire 13, and everybody gets immolated because why the fuck not? Only the caster barely survived with a whole hit point, wound up with a measly point in magic, an extra 3 hit points, 1 more in magic, and then yeah. Oh, and 35 extra magic points because why the fuck not?
So just remember, kids, self-harm.
Yeah, don't do it. Not worth it. Especially not if you're nuking your friends. You know, actually, that'd be a fun concept for a game. Not golf with your friends, nuke with your friends.
I thought they called that Quake.
No. Actually, Quake was supposed to be a strict Doom clone. We didn't actually get the arena bits until Quake 3. Quake 3 Arena when internet speeds were actually a thing, and people with ISPs were common enough to actually make that work. LAN parties were also a thing. And with the advent of Quake 3 and a few other choice critters, we actually saw a run on Switches. Not the Nintendo Switch, no, a computer Switch, which is usually a big block, of steel or plastic or something, mostly steel at that time. Wherein you could plug an Ethernet cable into one spot for internet service, and then you had a bunch more Ethernet ports, one for each computer, and networking was a thing. Setting those up was kind of a pain in the ass. It's okay though, because completely over it. And actually, Steam had a lot to do with the "we don't do internet cafe," or at least not for competitive gaming. You had to install Steam. You had to have X number. For each machine had to install Steam, have its own account, etc., 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 and each account had to own a copy of the name. So if you wanted to run, say, I don't know, Quake 3, let's go with that. Actually, Quake 3 is a bad example. Look, I'm running around for a better example. Diablo 2. You had to have a copy for everyone, or they had to have their own copy because it was either that or everybody could access anybody else's saves. So on and so on and so forth. The whole thing with Steam Cloud and such. But Steam Cloud, I think, was an issue later. So yeah, it was kind of a thing. I remember actually one in particular near where I lived at the time that Steam became a going concern. They were having fits because they couldn't get Steam to operate properly in that kind of an environment. So it was so if you wanted to use computers for competitive matches, you either had to bring your own Steam account, or you had to use the one that was on whatever machine that happened to be on. And it's not like they didn't have to buy individual copies for every seat anyway, but still, Steam turned that into rather the chore, it would seem. So, moving right along. Let's see. Yes, today's meme. This is my opinion of your opinion. Why? Because it freaking is. I still don't know how they got that cat to do that. All right. In the news, Gavin Newsom is all kinds of pissed off because it looks like Larry Elder is going to unseat him in a couple of weeks. I will laugh when and if that happens, because the last time, everybody has to remember that the last time a recall happened in California, it was against a critter called Gray Davis, and he was unseated by the governor, who recently, in a quote that is somewhat out of context, said "fuck your rights" in reference to vaccines and mask mandates. The podcast of the Lotus Eaters, go track that down. Was a couple of days ago. They put together a clip of Arnold speaking on the subject of COVID, and I can't give you everything he said in context, but Callum and I forget the other guy's name off the top of my head. We're having this conversation, able to watch that entire segment of the clip, so it is in context. So I encourage you to go have a look at that.
I love how you called him Arnold.
Well, that's well, if you listen to the man when he speaks his own name, that's exactly the way he says it. Arnold.
Yeah.
Kind of got
he
that.
Is the Skynet.
Also, there's one other thing that Arnold has said before. Anyone know what that is?
Get to the chopper.
Well, that too, but my personal favorite comment out of the governor's mouth is, "You're one ugly motherfucker."
Haha. Thank you for destroying any chance we're going to get monetized now, Mr. Tornado. Mind you, I'm going to screw it up myself at some point, but no, that's not true, because you can't be at fault for that. I already done did that. Hi. By quoting the Schwarzenegger. So, same topic. Yeah, Gavin Newsom's all kinds of pissed off.
That, and don't forget, you have wrong think.
Well, of course. But I've always had wrong think.
So
this is not news. This shouldn't be news to anybody. the day my channel uploaded its first proper video, the wrong thing was real.
Well,
No.
just make sure, if you decide to visit California, make sure you have your papers in order.
Yeah. I'm not going to California. I don't even want to be here. This new rule about environmentally friendly computers, that's gonna create problems. That's gonna be a problem for me. I'm gonna have to have somebody. I'm gonna have to buy shit and pay for shipping twice. And send it to Texas or Arizona or something, where they're not quite as stupid. They're not Arizona, New Mexico. And there are going to be people that are going to be doing the whole, hey, if you live in one of these states, names of initials for 6 states, you can send this to us and we'll send it straight to you when we get it. I don't want to send a video card that way, especially a nice video card. I would have to have an individual that I know and trust to do this shit. I'd send him to Opal, but he's in Kazakhstan, and import and export duties are going to be a pain in the ass. I'd have to order from a Kazakhstani outfit.
Kazakhstani.
Well, ask Opal. He'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
the way with the shift in currency exchange rate, it may one day end up actually being cheaper for you to buy stuff in Kazakhstan.
I know, right? It'll knock that shit off here soon. What was the other one? Oh, right. This infrastructure bill thing. Nancy Pelosi tied it to the reconciliation bill. She wanted them both at the same time so she could vote on them both. And a bunch of demon craps actually got balls and decided that they were going to say, no, we're not going to do that. Enough of them to make sure that the infrastructure bill, as hammered out by the Senate, will not pass. They don't have enough votes. They don't have enough votes to do this either way.
Oh yeah.
Sure. You could have you guys can do 1.2 trillion that you can't actually pay for it yet. To go along with all of the other crap that we're dealing with. But if you want the $3.5 trillion in Democrat wish list, you're going to have to pass this first. Because the infrastructure bill is going to get lost in the noise of, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing to us? It's going to take us a century to pay all that crap off. What the hell are you doing?
And then you also in your process, you'll also be charged per mile if you travel.
Well, that's actually part of the infrastructure bill, which is a thing I'm not fond of.
But Squirrel, if you run up a credit card debt, you just get another credit card to pay for it.
Yeah. At an even more ruinous interest rate, no less. All right, folks. That's so much for the bands. How about some game? Would we like to see some?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's
do
get
some
some games going.
And while this game loads, I'll let you know we actually have two in the queue right now. 2 videos, actual uploadable videos in the queue right now. I don't know what you're gasping for. You already knew about them, dude.
I'm trying to build the suspense and get that buzz going.
Here we go. Welcome to Final Fantasy III. Yes, I have been playing this game a little bit. No, I'm not going to apologize for it. I wanted to see exactly what I was in for in doing this.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing, as stated in the description, this thing is absolutely 150% based on the original release. Not some of the later re-releases that I thought were actually better. more front load on the story. Some actual characterization. This is kind of not that.
Yeah. Oh. Since we're playing a Square game here, another thing that this company's doing, if people like games like this, they're apparently going to be remaking Dragon Quest 3, and they're going to use the Octopath Traveler engine.
Why would they? Okay then.
From what I've seen of it, it actually looks pretty good. So,
is this another thing where Square-Enix needs to be bopped on the nose with the New York Times?
well, we'll see.
We'll make that decision at the end.
By the way, folks, Octo Traveler, Kurt Eichenwald's favorite game.
Ooh. Kurt can keep it. Well, actually, no. Octopath Traveler. That's actually unfair to Octopath Traveler. It isn't actually a bad game. It's just not well. It's just not completely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't have shamed it by connecting to Kurt Eichenwald. So that, I guess, demonetized and sued.
No, if you want to get sued, you just say Scientology sucks.
Scientology sucks.
He's not wrong. You start talking shit about Scientology, they're going to be all over your ass. And heavens forbid,
because they're
if you walk into their first workshop, walk back out, and never come back, they will own you. Or at least they're going to try.
Yeah, I was walking and said, you know what? I have a question. Why would you base a religion around the writings of a failed sci-fi writer?
Better question. Why the fuck do you guys all sound so fucking high?
Could it be Faye?
I'll bet you're a pedophile. Yeah, okay, whatever. You just keep talking shit, dude.
Yep.
Okay, the game begins. Now, scarring the earth.
Sounds awful.
These almost kind of make me want to do these written text parts in the voice of Morgan Freeman, because I can hear it in my head now. I came across a kid, one of the very same that home when
Please
the
don't.
I like it. As long as he doesn't do a perfect Morgan Freeman. As long as he doesn't do a perfect Morgan Freeman, they can't go after us.
Ouch! Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Ooh. Well, at least you didn't land on the crystal.
That would suck. And actually, they fell through.
Yeah.
Now the sinkhole. Now what?
Ah. Well, that's one way to get in a hole.
Unfortunately, they weren't expecting to.
You spent 30 days.
They should have been expecting to find that hole, and they didn't.
At this point, that squirrel realized he'd fallen into the wrong hole.
Now, for the record, in the 3D NDS version, this opening sequence is just the first one. You don't get the other three until later.
It was at this moment Squirrel realized he fucked up. No, let me rephrase that. It was at this moment that Tornado Felt realized he fucked up by getting Squirrel sued.
Yeah, please don't get me sued. That would be terrible.
It was at this point that Squirrel knew he could get Morgan Freeman to act as his lawyer.
Okay, potion. A leather shield. Leather shields are good. These are Onion Knights, and in the other version,
Onion Knight?
Onion Knight was actually
So they
was actually a better beast. It was also hidden because you actually started with a freelancer job rather than the Onion Knight.
So, Squirrel, are you saying that these are knights with layers?
Sure, absolutely.
Knights with layers, he says.
I also hear they're primarily
Unfortunately
going to
for
the
you,
ring.
Opal, your favorite color of night is not present.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Unless
I thought
somebody's
I thought you were big into the white chocolate nights.
Oh.
The what?
White nights.
Wait, doctor. Wait. I was gonna say.
He prefers white nights.
No, I get it.
He prefers
Yep.
to eat the white nights and keep the green haired girls.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Well, that's probably because I ate them all.
I find it interesting though that the colors are red, blue, green, and pink, rather than the Sentai show.
I know.
All they need is a black one. They have a Power Rangers group.
Actually,
So it's RTV something. And a
actually,
bonus.
the Black Ranger. Yeah, we don't get the Black Ranger. Black Ranger doesn't have to exist.
Pink, yellow, red, green, and blue. Go, go, Power Rangers!
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a Yellow Ranger
right.
either.
Oh,
We need
damn
a
right,
Yellow
yeah.
Ranger to go with the Pink Ranger. But other than that, yeah, no.
That's right.
Because the Red Ranger is always is the Red Ranger is the leader. The Blue Ranger is his second. The Pink and Yellow Rangers are the girls, and green is just green.
Mm-hmm.
Because green is the best. No.
Green makes up the
You know what was odd?
Green makes up the rank and file. Okay, this is actually a grinding space, and it wasn't. It has been in each version of this game. Although the first game,
okay.
it was in the original NES version, it was possible to get your ass murdered at first fight.
Oh wow.
Not only possible,
And
likely.
I guess that's where they got the name Nintendo Hard.
Actually, Nintendo Hard has
I
much
don't
more to
think
do
so.
with the Megami
Oh
Tensei series. As well as any one of a number of run and gun platformers that were made. Bosses were considered were 100% vile. They were hateful and rude and wrong.
Actually, technically speaking, we never got this version of Final Fantasy. It was only those that were either could read Japanese or got it through other
Translate.
Yeah.
I actually had a couple different translations of this game at one point. This game was actually due to be released on WonderSwan for WonderSwan Color. Turned out the cartridge, the 8-bit cartridge was packed so solid, they didn't have any space for what the WonderSwan could actually accomplish to get the game in there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The WonderSwan's the size of the WonderSwan's cartridge was even more limited than that of the NES. And Final Fantasy III is such a huge freaking game that there was no way to make it work.
Yeah.
Especially since the data especially since the data in question. The change in data from the translation from Japanese to English was, significant.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the versions of Final Fantasy we got were jump gaps between the genuine sequence of Final Fantasy games.
Yep, because we
And
got,
that is
Final,
even
we
including
got
after-
Final Fantasy 2, and Final Fantasy 3, which were in reality 1, 4, and 6. And then they finally fessed up shortly before they started marketing for Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. And there were still people who didn't realize that was the way
Well,
things
some of
worked.
us actually knew. Some of us knew well in advance of that. I was one of those people.
Yeah.
And nobody around me believed me when they put out Final Fantasy 6 as Final Fantasy 3 here.
Yeah.
Nobody would listen. And then years later, they're going, sorry, dude, we didn't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't find out about that until Final Fantasy 7 came out. But,
Nether gold ore and lots of it.
it didn't surprise me because I knew that about the about another series and I can't think of the name.
While we're at it, let's talk some crazy shit that was going on in one of the forums. I think it was the Final Fantasy 4 forum. Everybody was being all pissed. We had people being pissy about the font, the in-game font.
Okay.
They were being pissy about the in-game font. Please give us a pixel font. No. I'm not going to second guess the design because it looks like crap with that font on it. I'm like, dude, I'm almost 50 freaking years old, and they get to do what the hell they want at this point.
Yeah.
I don't have any fucks to give. Why? Because I started running into deficits on those years and years and years and years ago. There's been a couple. The last time I gave a shit about a font was, I don't know, probably 30 years ago.
Unless I can't read what is on screen, I generally don't care about the font too much.
Well, don't put low res. You don't put low res. You don't mix high res fonts with low res graphics. I don't care. There are zero fucks given about this. I don't even have any to give you.
Yeah.
Why are we arguing about this? Why is this thread 5 fucking pages? Go away. Everybody's telling you that they don't care, but you are going to be the font snob. Why are you being the font snob? I hate the font snob. That guy needs to go away. I've met a great many of them in my life, and it's exactly the same attitude as the guy that's screaming because he didn't get FLAC files for MIDI for MIDI.
Wow.
Or MIDI tunes. It's like, dude, they're gonna sound exactly the same.
I can make MIDI tunes.
Yes, but will you encode them in FLAC?
What a waste.
Yeah, it's a horrifying waste of space.
Will I encode them in what the fuck?
Well, FLAC is
it's a lossless audio. It's a lossless audio codec based on FFmpeg.
Yeah. It's more compact than WAV, but yeah, you get no loss of quality with it.
I'm not getting FLAC. It doesn't sound as good as it could. Well, dude, they did it with a MIDI generator. I can show you the original fracking files. See that thing over there? It says .mid. You're not going to get better
Yeah.
than the MIDI file. It's just all there is to it. And if you don't like it,
Yeah.
you can get bent.
Absolutely.
I can tell the
Because-
difference.
I think
I
Some
can
people
tell the
would go
difference.
FLAC
I
and
can
never
tell
go
the
back.
difference between FLAC and MIDI. You're a loony.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between MIDI and MP3 compressed at 92 whatever bit rate.
When we're talking about MIDI files, you could do this in in 24 kbits per second, and you wouldn't notice. You could get
I put 92.
16k hertz, 16k hertz. You know, just you would see no appreciable loss in a chip tune, regardless of how you encoded and compressed it. Despite the fact that you did do the encoding and compressing in this manner, you would wind up with a bigger file than the original MIDI file.
Yeah.
So, hence, once you go FLAC, you never go back.
But yeah, this guy swore he could tell the difference in quality between the original MIDI file and a FLAC file based on it.
Wow.
No, you can't. It's a chip tune, dude.
Yeah. I was gonna say yeah. So basically, the one way to prove that is to have a really nice set of speakers on it, and put a hair, or at least a set of them, put a hair over one of them, and see if you can hear the difference.
Yeah, no, he was talking about how proud he. At that point, I completely derailed the conversation.
Yeah.
And this guy is defending his $10,000 set of headphones.
Can
Saying
we
it
just
was
say
the only
you
thing
know,
that actually managed to make it, that actually managed to work it correctly. There was
I
no.
just want to say that guy can go FLAC himself.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go. We're going with that. But yeah,
We're
no
going with
font
that,
snobs and super audio files. Okay, Dunning-Kruger effect writ large. There is exactly no reason you can, there is exactly zero reason for this. The thing is,
Would you
is
call me a
that-
foot snub?
what? No.
Would you?
Hold on. Stand by, Tornado. Let me finish here. I don't know if you'd be a font snob or not, because we don't talk fonts. I don't like talking fonts, period. We're doing it now because this was something hilarious that went on and it breaks up the grind. Because we have a beastie on the other end of this. We have a beastie on the other end of this that leads to the wind crystal. We need to deal with that first. But I want to make sure that I am in a position where death, dismemberment, and destruction will come to that creature rather than the other way around. So where was I? The fuck was I talking about? Oh right.
Font snubs and people.
The middies.
Font snubs and people having to go FLAC themselves.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We get an absolutely perfect use case for the Dunning-Kruger effect in this.
Debbie Dang and Freddy Krueger.
Okay. You don't need a $10,000 pair of headphones. You don't. And if you're wearing a $10,000 pair of headphones for just general use, you have way more money than brains.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't need that. In fact, I could get workable audio quality out of a $10 set of headphones from fucking Walmart. I do have a somewhat nicer set of headphones, but I paid less than $100 for those.
Yeah.
So much so I
Same here.
purchased them now 3 different times. My wife is still using the headset that I bought her 3 years ago. I have one exactly like it hanging off the mic boom.
Yeah. I only pay more for a headset because of durability of the headset itself.
Put it this way,
But I've had pretty nice.
I burn. Honestly, I've had several different types of headsets. I burned through them because my head is wider than the average.
Are you trying to tell us you have such a fat head?
No, but I have been known to break headsets exactly that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing.
Especially if the damn thing's around too tight. But the one I've got right now is made out of a soft-ish plastic that doesn't crack nearly as easily. How are we doing for hit points? Not perfect. I think we're okay. Alright, we're going to do a quick save right here because there we go. We can quick save in a dungeon, it's temporary save, but after that, not so much. By the way, for those of you who are easily amused, these are in fact the same engine all the way across the board, all three. Oh look, a malicious force is attacked. Whip an ambush. Run! Antarctic wind.
Land turtle.
Was it phrased as a malicious person?
What?
Was it actually phrased as a malicious person has
I have
attacked?
no idea what you're talking about.
We said a malicious person has attacked. Run!
No, force. I think it is. It wasn't person.
You
500
really
gil.
done wrong. It's a peaceful person attacks you. That's the...
Yeah, when the peaceful person attacks you, you live in Chicago or St.
Yeah.
Louis.
I'm a benevolent person. I'm going to attack you with my super hugs.
No,
Ooh, a shiny crystal.
This is the mostly peaceful. You know, this is the mostly peaceful person. Yeah, we got
killer.
that guy. That guy, the guy that starts mostly peaceful protests, also known as fiery riots, flaming death. You know, or the truck of peace. Because we can't have a proper riot without we can't have a proper peaceful protest without a truck of peace.
I forgot about those. Oh,
How do you forget about the truck of peace?
There's just so much shit. There's just so much stuff that goes on. Oh, poor Opalina's feeling ignored in the chat there.
And I'm not grinning as a chore. Ha! That would be women plural, Opalina, and I have a hard enough time keeping up with the one I've got. So we're not going to go there. They
So what are you
decided to
gentlemen and
accept their
troublemakers up
destiny.
to today?
But yeah, no, there was another one in the Final Fantasy where some dude was screaming about how the Final Fantasy IV interlude and the after years were not included or not going to be included in Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remake or Remastered.
Wow.
There was loud pitching.
First world problems or first person problems, as the case may be.
It's not even first world problems. It's first person problems. He was the only one with that particular problem, and he was being an ass about it on top of everything else. Warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, and red mage jobs. Woot.
Ooh, sweet.
We're going back up to the top, and then we're going to switch jobs around because reasons. Okay.
Oh, cool.
This is actually where the job system starts.
What?
You just became a red mage. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I think I just swirled something up here. That's okay. I'll figure it out. Here is the white mage. No cat ears, Opal.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me about the cat ears.
He was wondering which job was the cat ears. You're the one that told him it was the white mage.
The white mage looks a lot like Ralph Northam.
Yeah, that's because you're
Ayase needs to be named Square-Enix.
No, she doesn't.
That was because in your thumbnail for the video, it had the white mage.
I'm
had
aware of
your
that.
ears on them.
I am aware of that, Mr. Dragon.
Square-Enix.
Orko.
What is happening today with each couple makers?
We're streaming,
What is up, my man?
so be sure to tell everybody exactly where you are so they can track you down. Apparently, RGE was reading an article about apparently Gen Z are falling for more scams than the really old boomers are.
That's because the really old boomers actually have some life experience behind them.
A little bit, yeah. Even if they're not tech savvy, but that proves that just because you learn how to use Facebook does not mean you're tech savvy. And a lot of Gen Zs think just because they know how to they know how to post and click a like button, they're experts.
Wow, this Nigerian prince really needs my help.
Yeah.
2,000
No,
skill
I
on the
prefer to
tests.
think of
By
Yeah,
the way, for those of
currently
you who are wondering why the hell I'm back in that cave as opposed to heading for the nearest town, there is a reason for it. We save quite a bit of money doing it this way. Because there's gear in this. There's gear in this your cave.
Well, yeah, and money. 100 and then 1,000 gil. Wow.
But actually, it was 2,000
wow.
gil.
Oh, okay.
cash money.
There was 2 chests of 1,000. Cash money is good.
Oh, okay.
So you think you like big chests?
Well, of course, any guy enjoys a set of chests. unless you're Dave Rubin.
See, that's a whole different. That's a whole different set of issues.
You guys
Oh.
are terrible.
Yes, thank you. Never had
I
such a
swear,
good
you
compliment.
all are a bad influence on me.
The better you learn to hear the now the screams.
What's your point?
Yes.
Still Square-Enix.
Also,
Yeah,
Ooh,
all
guess
day.
who can't actually wear a longsword? Can't actually hold up a longsword.
Mage?
The red mage cannot equip a longsword.
In other
That
words, the midget.
Well, there go all our midget watchers.
Well, that depends. Maybe they do enjoy being a little prick.
Get the jab, aren't we, Opalina?
Oh my
Rest of the cook there, huh?
god.
Well, did you write in to complain? At least the email will be short.
Do you mind, guys? I'm running on a bit of a short fuse.
Bro, it sounds like everything on you is short. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh! Oh! Praise the Lord and pass the burn hail. Holy shit.
I'm sorry. I was waiting for a wide opening on that one. Yeah, and I got it.
You guys are terrible. You know that? You guys are all freaking terrible.
Yep, we're terrible.
We're horrible. We're horrible. Why the hell are you friends with us? What insane drug-induced coma did you exit from?
Oh.
I'm gonna go find my white mage a stick. Stick! Hello, stick! One of those.
By the way,
Well,
nobody
don't
fucks
get
with
those-
the white mage.
Don't get those nunchucks. It's better go. It's
I
better
already
to
have
go
a
with the
set of
staff.
nunchucks. I already have some nunchucks I plan on selling. Matter of fact, what am
Just don't chuck your nunchucks like the ninja that chucked his nunchucks.
Ooh.
I have to admit, you know, I was surprised that people didn't go as ballistic with the whole nunchucks are a useless weapon thing for Shadowversy as they did with the shooting on the other side of the bow. That one went ballistic. Oh, it was like, it went
Come here.
quite a few hits, and there were so many
The bow,
counters.
that, and some wooden arrows. Those are horrifyingly expensive. Now that I'm looking at
What
that.
did?
We'll stick to that. Because these arrows are kind of spendy.
Well, use an injector and make it not that way.
Alright. Oh, well that was stupid.
Damn. Ouch.
Oh, she can't use... Okay. I suppose.
That driver did
The
not
black
spot
mage can
that
use a
shit.
bow, but the white mage can't. What's up with that?
House of Magic.
So what you're saying is the white mage is bleeping useless.
No.
Alright. 21 electron tubes.
Alright.
I need you for chemical crafters. Brass keys.
Oh wow. Seems like I can't possibly have run. Oh shit. Wait. That's why. There we go. That's better. Oh. Okay.
Give it back.
That makes vaguely more sense. Almost. Everybody can wear can wear that leather armor. Even the mages. Nope, we're as good as we're gonna get.
So I'm assuming everybody saw the news out of Albuquerque last night, did they?
No.
Okay, because it made it all the way. It made it all the way from Dallas, Texas, all the way to Fresno, California, and back from what I hear.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So that's the first time I've heard of that happening. It was actually a California reporter that covered it.
Then how about sharing?
Okay, so the middle school that is actually down the street here from my house was shot up by an idiot wielding some kind of gun yesterday. The biopark we have in Albuquerque is actually quite nice. It was just a few blocks up the street from that biopark. I can turn on the news to find out that some moron has gone in there and shot the school up.
I wonder why.
So he got one person, and then they caught him. He killed some unfortunate kid in the process. Only one, and then turned himself in, I'm guessing, or he got caught. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying too much attention. Usually when I see something about an idiot like that, I couldn't care less what happens to him after I find out that they've done something like that. But apparently that news made it all the way to Dallas and Fresno and Washington. And so I'm wondering if they're really picking and choosing what to put on the media these days.
Duh. You forget, sir, the media is actually known for that these days.
You know, do you understand what I'm getting at, though, Croc? I'm thinking maybe they're picking and choosing what goes in mainstream for everybody else in other states to see.
Yeah, no, it's nothing new.
Oh, a cop got killed here in Albuquerque. Boo-hoo, let's just put that on the city news. Not the outstate news. Oh, no, a school got shot up in Albuquerque. Let's broadcast that to multiple states around us.
See, later releases of this game, there was a whole scene right here with character number 2, who I typically name Target. Because it never fails that poor bastard gets targeted. When the monster, when it comes monster time, that poor kid gets hammered every freaking time.
What game is this?
This is Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy 3.
Is that right?
Yep.
I've never seen this.
That's because this is the original Final Fantasy 3, not Final Fantasy 6.
Man, Final Fantasy has come a long way, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But this is
Also,
actually
this
game was originally released in 2000, I believe it was, 1999 or 2000, for the well, no, actually, I had to 98. So somewhere in that
yes.
neighborhood for no, that's wrong. That can't be right. 1990.
I graduated in 1999, so you're telling me it took them 22 years to get it from this to where it is now.
This is a remaster of the original game.
Yeah.
There are
Also
other versions
Target.
that are reasonably significant.
You seem
And
to
remember,
love,
this time it's personal.
you seem to love calling it Target.
No, the kid's name is Target because he seems to be the only one the monsters go after. No, really.
Yeah.
You actually named him Target.
Yes, I've named him Target several times now. I've played other versions of the game.
Oh, by the way, fair warning, and if I suddenly drop, it's because there's a storm rolling in.
Well,
Are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I mean, I might lose power.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
right. Only a mithril ring made here in Kazus, and Kazus contain the Jin's power. That's why the Jin cursed the town. Well, these guys seem to have a case of non-presence, and they're all sitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I was looking at the Final Fantasy release history date. I have to admit, back in the past, they actually came out with the games pretty fast. Because, like, the original Final Fantasy, like, the very first one in Japan was 1987. Then two came out the very near
88,
yeah, nearly the very next year. Yeah, mine this
one
day.
a year and a half after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it skipped 1989. There was none there. The next one
Was
3
this one in
released
1990?
1990.
The Wonder Swan release date. The Wonder Swan release date was supposed to have been 2001. I'm from Kanan, but a boulder in Nell Valley is blocking my way home. Now I'm stuck here. This is the second game in which Sid appears, and he appears in every game after this in some form or another.
Yeah, and then 4, released as 2 for us, came out in 1991. So yeah, they came out pretty quick. Wow, I'm pretty.
We're going to
yeah,
find
even
Sid's
5
airship. It's
was
in the desert to the west. Okay, desert to the
Holy.
west. Let's go.
Oh yeah, truck. By the way, speaking of dates, I mean as in time and calendar dates. Remember how we were discussing my education over there at Full Sail?
Yeah.
They reset my progress just for the second term, and I'll be restarting August 30th like it was a fresh start.
Cool.
So I'll be
I have a
repicking all that up.
question. Is this
What
does this have to do with what we're doing?
Oh, a lot, because I'm doing what we're doing.
Okay. Now, in the 3D in the NDS version, which was ported several times, I played it first on Vita, I think. Oh no, I think I did play it first on Nintendo DS. Whatever.
Yeah.
This had the this was just 2 characters, Luneth and Target. So I forgot the kid's original name. And our third character is actually here, on board Sid's airship, having avoided somehow managing to avoid the curse of Causes. Airship.
Wow.
We have airship. And
I
we
know.
can go wherever we want, as long as we're not crossing mountains or large boulders. So this is our entire movement range for this. Oh, that's a neat thing. Check out, you see that red shadow there? Now it turns into a dark shadow.
That shows you where.
That shows you where you can land.
Yes. Cool. Yeah. I was gonna say they sure like making Sid the engineer all the time.
Well, that was his original purpose.
Engineer?
That was his original purpose in
Yeah.
Final Fantasy II. He was the airship engineer, and he's
Yeah.
been an airship He was an airship engineer until I want to say Final Fantasy X was, or no, Final Fantasy IX was. No, that's wrong. In Final Fantasy VIII, he was the leader of Balam Garden. Final Fantasy VII, he was a rocket engineer.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IX, he was the regent of Lindblum. I don't remember what he was in Final Fantasy X. It's been a while. He appeared at 11 as some sort of an engineer, but I forget exactly what. Final Fantasy 12, he was an upper end noble.
And still an engineer.
I don't think he actually was an engineer at that point. He was, if I remember correctly, Sid was the narrator for the whole thing. Final Fantasy 13, he was an engineer and an upper end for the Empire. Let's see, Final Fantasy 14, he was an engineer from the opposing Empire that defected, because of course he was, and does all kinds of fun work for Eorzea and the Warrior of Light. You know, all 3 or 4 or 5 million of them. Final Fantasy 13 or 15. He's an old mechanic.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to appear in 16 yet. But that's all. That actually is all. That's actually all of his appearances to date. What?
Yeah.
I'm saying he's probably going to be a lineman for the county.
There's going to be a 16.
Yeah. It's already been announced, dude.
Oh, shit.
What happened to
I'm gonna
15?
15 was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We're all sitting here asking about what the hell happened to 15. You know, none of us saw. I don't think any of us has played 15 yet, right?
I've covered 15.
I think it's more geared. I think the game was developed to be more geared for online.
Well, originally it was Final Fantasy 13 versus or something like that. Or Final Fantasy versus 13.
Godzilla.
And then they rebranded it as Final Fantasy 15. I want to say at E3 in 2014, but it's been out for a few years now. Was it 14? I think it might have been 16.
Burger.
Oh shit.
What? What did you screw up? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, somebody's almost dead.
The problem of
That's
course, is
not
that
good.
somebody was like that anyway, considering you died in the last fight, or she died in the last fight, whatever. You can see the number of XP required for next level has changed.
Where's the goddamn motherboards you wanted me to get?
I left the airship clear the hell over there. I don't know why I did that. Probably because I'm retarded. It's okay. Shit happens. Can I go upstairs and top a squat? That's the question.
Are those ghosts?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh wow.
They've been cursed to.
So you're,
They have been. They're not actually ghosts. They're people that have been cursed to incorporeality. They are non-corporeal.
Oh, okay.
Corporeal.
Corporeal.
That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know where I got that M from. That's just fucking wrong.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know. Drives me nuts.
At least I don't. At least I don't chastise others for doing what people do. What I do.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. There's a layer of hypocrisy that seems to have there, but I try and hold myself to the same standard. I hate it when I do that. Mind you, it's rare that it happens, but it's still more frequent than I want. If that makes any fracking sense. And who knows, it might.
Yeah.
Also, today's episode of Squirrel Plays is brought to you by Mountain Dew, hashtag not sponsored, and by Wendy's, hashtag also not sponsored.
Okay, first
What?
off,
Chick-fil-A wouldn't pick us up?
First off, Spendy's can get bent. I wouldn't object if Mountain Dew tried to sponsor us, but that will never happen because I don't take sponsorships. Raid Shadow Legends actually asked.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Cool.
I told them that I was not.
I'd love to be. Sorry, you go first.
I told them that I was not accepting sponsorships, and that even if I were,
Cool.
I would not accept the sponsorship from their object.
Yeah.
Their product is unworthy.
Yeah.
Is Mountain Dew also unworthy?
I didn't
No.
say that.
Because, no. The Raid Shadow Legends is one of those gotcha games.
And believe me,
Yeah.
they are firmly of the opinion that they got you. Don't start playing that.
Yeah.
You might live to regret it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
My parental unit has already fallen into the raid trap.
Oh.
See if you can talk her out of it. This guy was supposed to be your last one.
Oh, okay.
That was supposed to be your last party member. I keep naming him Dingus because incredibly overproud idiot. I forget what his actual. He's another. That's another one of those where I keep forgetting what the actual name of that character was supposed to be.
And you keep calling them a something or other because that's what you come to know them as?
Yep. Especially when we're dealing with Target and Dingus.
Ooh, chest. Sweet money.
That is a Wellspring room. That room there will, it doesn't react unless you have a dead party member.
Ah.
Blizzard and a leather shield. Magic! You! Learn Blizzard! I can only have 3 per level. Suck. Oh well. It also means I need to find fire before anything else goes horrifyingly wrong.
I know a guy
Like,
who might know a thing or two about fire.
I know a few people that might know a thing about fire. I know one that definitely knows a thing or 6 about explosives.
Oh shit.
And she likes to make things go boom a lot.
Who would this be?
Huh? One of my former subordinates. Her father was part of the team that took down the Kingdom here in Seattle, and she got to help.
The Kingdom.
Yeah,
The Kingdom.
which went from brand new to demolished, and still had not made up the cost of construction.
Damn.
The
That's
county
wow.
still owed money on that. King County here in King County still owed money on the Kingdom when it was flattened.
No wonder they took it down so fast.
They took it down like they owed somebody money. Oh wait.
Well, that's just it. The structure was falling apart. The structure itself was falling apart. There was nothing they could do with it. It had been condemned. It was not safe for anybody.
Before it even had a single
Oh, my
gameplay?
poor Sarah. Yes, poor Sarah.
So who is this Jin?
It's a genie. It hates people.
Yep. Yeah.
When you reach the
So-
cell counter, you should know there's a secret door. The skeleton is the key. Because of course it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a skeleton key.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
sorry.
Actually, it is a skeleton
Jin-
key, sort of.
Yeah, Jin is primarily an Arabian
Yes, it is.
mythos thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was trying to think. I was fairly certain it was primarily Middle Eastern and not East Indian or
No, that's
anything
definitely a
else.
Middle Eastern thing.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, so hold on. Is the guy who's giving you the quest trying to tell you that there are skeletons in this quest's closet?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a
Skeletons
few
in
other
his
things
closet,
like
too, no
that.
less.
Oh
Wait a
my!
minute. All right. So there's the Eastern Tower and the Western Tower, and you guys are going to see here shortly why I pulled the red mage as opposed to the monk, because we don't get thief till later.
Hmm.
The only reason we need this
Well-
particular airship is this.
Yeah. Well, I figured you pulled the red mage instead of the monk because you weren't that religious.
You think you're funny? Ooh, oh, right. Okay, these are undead things. They're called mummies.
Don't tell me you're gonna beat up on your mummy.
Are you my mummy?
Yes, but enough about Chris Chan.
You guys are fucking hilarious.
We
Are
do try.
you?
We try. We try really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out. We got some stat increases here. Wow, our red mage actually doing almost better. Let's see. Oh wow, that's like one up on everything. And our black mage doesn't get his level
Well.
up for a little while yet.
Yeah.
So they raised the job level. Does that mean that they're gonna fall down to better superstars later on?
I don't know. Actually,
Well, definitely.
the job level thing actually has to do with spell progression and stuff.
Well, it's definitely not going to increase pay.
Yes, the Bulbasaur keeps going. Yes, skeletons. Off you go. We'll talk to you in a little while there, buddy. Yes, I
What,
have
does
children.
the mini squirrel
and if
have a
anybody
bone?
has a problem
Does
with
the mini
that, they
squirrel
can
have
kiss
a?
my ass.
I was just gonna say, why does the mini squirrel have a bone to pick?
Ah!
You're funny. Off you go. And actually, we're going to hike our asses back to the entrance since level ups were just a thing. We need to go back to the hell? Cursed coppers! Ooh.
Ooh!
Look in the eye. Took
Quickly, quickly check your skin color. You might be in trouble.
Oh man!
I need a copy of
At this
Fire.
point- It was at this point that he realized he was going to be demonetized.
That was a while ago.
We're just driving the point home, Squirrel. We're just driving it home.
Okay. So
No,
we seem
to
be
get
getting somewhere.
remonetized, we'll just say we're trying to make an argument for CRT.
Without telling them that the CRTs we're actually doing our cathode ray tubes.
Yeah.
See how I put these things to sleep
We
before
want
I
to get
killed.
remonetized.
Well, that helps. But we're kind of messed up now.
Get to the coppas.
Alright, so where is Tarjay?
Tarjay
on the
should be in
nicer side
position-
of town.
Tarjay should be in position number 2. And is not.
And Whitey to the rescue again.
Holy crap! That was okay, ladies and germs. That was terrifying. Because we just
I
about
didn't think
got
the
our
joke was
shit
that
kicked in.
bad.
Well, I just about got my shit kicked in, and that's not good.
Well, it's good. It's good you had a White there to help you.
Okay, Opal. There's funny and there's funny, and this has stopped being funny now. It really has stopped being funny. Okay, I'm moving along.
Hey,
Yeah.
the Phoenix Down.
Yes, I have Phoenix down.
When did the Phoenix Down make its first ever appearance?
Final Fantasy II, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure I actually had some of that. Well, I think we actually found one in the last game. Or on Wednesday, I think we actually found one. For example, the Chocobo, its first appearance was as an enemy in Final Fantasy II. We don't get to ride him until 4. I don't think.
Wait, are you
That-
telling me the Chocobo was originally a bad guy?
Yep, it was originally an enemy.
But it had its own special theme song.
Not until Final Fantasy V. I don't remember. No, it was Final Fantasy V when we first see them domesticated. All right, so we're going back into this castle because I forgot to grab something.
Domesticated was an interesting term to fit for that description.
Well, given the circumstances, they were in fact domesticated because we actually have them friendly enough to ride them in Final Fantasy V.
If you're gonna
I
ride
suppose
them,
that's a good thing.
it better be domesticated.
I think anything that you write has to be domesticated.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Not this. He's only got one of those arrows, and I need a whole shit ton. Okay, so right here we're going to get into trouble. So we're going to do a quick save because fucking reasons. That's why.
Cause he ain't stupid, that's why.
Open it, monsters! Monsters! This is where I want a copy of Thunder. Hey! Hey! You back off with that, dude. White Slayer. This is the thing we actually need. And the only one that can wear it? The Red Mage.
Also known as Tarjay.
Actually, it's a Kane this time.
What, not Tarjay?
No, not unless you're talking about the 3D versions. Starting with NDS. See, I first played it on the I first played the NDS cartridge on my 3DS, which is why it says 3DS down in the description. Despite the fact that it was never actually officially released for 3DS, there was never such a cartridge.
The creature, yeah, that creature is illusory.
There are encounters in this place. Alright.
Come on, where's another fortress?
So usually the first one you can get your hands on is fire, not blizzard. There's actually, funnily enough, there's actually some decent XP in here. Which makes this a slightly more dangerous spot to do your grinding. That's right. And I forgot that these dark eyes can inflict blind.
That is a problem that must be rectified immediately.
Yes, some rectum fry. There should be some rectum frying going on here. All right, and yes, that mispronunciation was absolutely 300% intentional. Rectification.
Golden Corral's new slogan.
No, I thought it was wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
What are you flanking around for, huh? I have pup traction. Sorry. And I said, let there be pup traction. Hey. I can't actually buy fresh spells right now. And I need to. That's the problem.
Well, they had a couple of murders here. They see the chalk outlines.
Actually, in Final Fantasy III, there in the earliest Final Fantasy games, until you got to a certain point, the gender of the characters is unknown. Defeat him and lift the curse. No, I don't want it. Can I say no? Oh, I can get through here. Oh, I can get through there too. Oh, I found a potion. And all the sad part is all these treasure chests are empty. It's too bad, really. Later,
I finally captured Blaze.
What?
I have captured a Blaze.
You're supposed to sell me spells. Unfortunately, you do not seem to be so inclined. Ew. All right. I love this tiny little desert here that's absolutely enclosed. You don't actually see that much.
Finally, we get supply.
Oh, finally we see a Sanji.
Well, they're all tied up.
Well, of course. I think that was kind of the point. And once again, we can see the chest on the mini map in the upper right hand corner. Oh, I hate these things. These coins are nasty. They don't really respond very well. Oh god, no. Seriously?
Ouch, that's particularly nasty.
Yeah, that kind of hurt. Only a lot. There we go. And now fighter's awake again. Yay. Use the potion on there. Cool. That would probably not hurt either. Let's go. $500 gil. Too bad I have nothing to use gil on. I know I can do this one, I just don't want to at this point. Because that's terrible. Hello, who are you? Oh, it's Sarah! Hello, Sarah.
Hold on. Is it as terrible as when Lex Luthor stole 40 cakes at the bake sale from the school's bake sale? Because he stole 40 cakes. That's as many as 4 tens, and that's terrible. Bastard.
She's just gonna keep moving.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, she actually has a thing for character 4 in the 3D versions.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Baby getting
And so-
naughty now, huh?
And so George Takei plays Final Fantasy. He probably should be on the fucking Enterprise, keeping it from flying into asteroids.
Too much ass in that.
When it comes to me, there's no such thing. Oh my.
Yes, George.
Okay,
We hear you,
never do that again.
And why not?
Was it too close?
Just never
No.
do that again.
I'm really, really interested in finding a voice changer that can change all our voices into literally everybody. I mean, we're in the age now where you can find that kind of an app on a computer or a cell phone. So this fool could actually do a good George Takei and not sound like the bastard's got the flu.
Everybody leveled up! Yay!
Let's see how much malachite I managed to get. Just... That's bauxite, it's not malachite. Fuck you. There's all my green rocks.
We are not prepared. We are not prepared for a boss. That's a problem. We might be okay. One more level, I'd be a lot happier about it. Currently level what? Level 8? I'd be a lot happier if we were doing this the other way.
In double digits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh-oh.
We have one Phoenix down, Antarctic Wind, Holy Arrow, a bunch of these wooden arrows, spare long shield, and some other stuff and
And
things.
some other stuffs.
Stoof, he says.
Stuff!
Stuffs.
Stoofs and the occasional thing.
crap! That is not what I wanted. Great. I was hoping I could save before I got attacked by the champ.
Shit happens, brother.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that was vaguely helpful, and that was not. Holy shit. You stay away from my mages, dickbag. Although I find it very interesting that that the black mage and the white mage have more base hit points than the fighter. High potion yourself. Damn it, get back here. I want you to do that. Half it. Wow. Didn't hit the mage nearly as hard and still took away half her fucking hit points. Well, almost half.
Please tell me that thing's almost dead.
I'd like to think that.
Damn, dude. That sword in his hand is probably catching most of those attacks.
Okay, apparently it was almost dead.
Down it goes.
This is actually a good thing. Only 200. What the hell? Only 200 XP for that. Rude. Very, very, very rude.
That's not nice at all.
Oh, no more 10. See, it's at this point where we actually get hauled off back to the back to the wind crystal. In the 3D games. And there to be freelancers throughout this entire first segment. And there we go. Oh, we're on autopilot still. Would that I could travel with you, but I'd only be in your way. At least you're not getting in the way, which is fun. Oh, and now she's got a thing for the fighter in the front. As opposed to having a thing for some dude called Dingus. Oh look, there are people here. The hell. A canoe! That means we can go back and get the airship later. Or we can go back and get it right away. The White Slayer is in the western tower of Castle Assassine. It's a holy sword, Bane of the Undead. However, only a red mage can wield it. I think we already got that. I think we already grabbed that part. Yes, we did.
You thought that
We've
that
already
song
been
was only
there.
for you, when it was meant for me.
See, there
Hey,
it
I
is
was
over
hey,
there.
born with it.
Be quiet.
There it is over there. Between there and the Wellspring room. Now, unfortunately, we have to walk. The princess has missed you. Her room is at the top of the tower of the right. Oh, jeez. I already... The sad part of it is I already looted that room. This girl seriously has... she has princess syndrome. Or also known as Rosa syndrome. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And why is there a male in the princess's room? Okay, now that we've had the 5-second visit with Sarah, let's get this thing haze graded away, get some better spells. That rock there, that's our next job. That's our next job. We have to break it. Look, Peoples. Oh, there you are. Hello, Sid. She's been waiting a mighty long time. Actually, this Sid here reminds me greatly of the bandits and mechanics from, or the Grease Monkeys.
You mean the all bad?
No, actually,
Fire, fire,
the enemies
fire.
from Final Fantasy VI. He actually, in the 3D versions, he'll whip out a hammer.
And that's when you know it is indeed hammer time.
Oh yeah. He'll whip
Stop.
out one of those.
Hammer time.
He'll whip out one of those and abuse you with it, or excuse me, abuse your enemies with it. I want to remove sleep.
For a little extra, he'll abuse you too.
Stop. Hammer time.
Fire, sleep, and cure. That'll work. That looks like a fairly good red mage loadout. Because
All right,
red
I gotta
mage.
escape, guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, you have
Take
fun.
care.
Don't hurt yourself. You know how the rules work, right?
I do.
Alright, mithril rods. The mithril sword. Because of course we're going to get one of those. The mithril rod for you. And actually we'll probably get 2 mithril swords. Let's do that. Equip. Optimal. Equip. A mithril knife. You get the mithril rod. Actually, I think you can do. Oh, that's a new one. I didn't remember it doing that. The mithril knife and the dagger. We'll take that. So mithril weapons are a thing. You buy another mithril rod and another mithril knife because we have money and we can do that. Equip you. Optimal. There we go. Can I get behind there? Nope. I don't have a thief. I don't even have access to the thief job, which makes me sad. Alright, so now we are loaded down with all kinds of attack and defense. That makes our life much easier. And fire! 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 Ah! Get out of there! You do not need to be in there, you. Go away. Stop that. Okay, this is going to be the item shop. We are not shopping here. Ooh. To find it, go as far as you can. Take 3 steps from the left-hand side and look closely at the wall. Okay? I can't talk to you. Why can't I talk to you through the flowers? I want to talk to you through the flowers. Okay, Sid, that is irrelevant in every way imaginable.
Nonsense detected.
Well, it just so happens we're in luck. I know of a certain nonsense annihilator. Hey, wait a minute. Taka was supposed to send us to the Mithril mine. Give that bothersome boulder a good old-fashioned whooping. Okay. Now that's actually kind of funny. He was supposed to send us to the Mithril mine to go get some Mithril before we left. But the Mithril mine is in Ur. Or no, the Mithril mine's right here. Ooh, the Mithril mines. We actually go. It used to be that we actually needed to go there. Apparently that's not the case anymore. I don't know why. Or at least it was in every other version I've played. Mind you, I haven't actually played this one all the way through. We are now level 8. It was level 6 when we went there. When we went there the last time. Revving speed! Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
Yes, it's the way you said that quote that I have a problem with.
Prepare for revving speed! No.
No,
probably should go do that
Squirrel,
then,
you're
you
still
know.
saying it wrong. It's
Forget the guns! Running speed!
No. I'm quoting somebody else entirely. Shush. Nobody knows more about that stuff than King Argus. You should go see him. Which means we have to go back to the park. We have to go back. We have to go back to Castle Sasne.
more gearboxes. Apparently, I do not have enough of these things.
Hey, let me hop off here for a minute. Some people just came by. They need some assistance.
Okay.
Okay.
Take all
All right.
time.
Besides,
Take care. Be well.
isn't it almost time to call it for us too?
Just about. We got about
we got-
10 minutes or so before we do the wrap up thing. Iron arrows are expensive. I don't want to spend that kind of money right now. You're a dancer. Mine, she's not wearing a dress. She's just wearing a tank suit.
It's a kilt. A kilt.
It's a one piece.
Yep.
So that's why they call it the treasure on the Grand Line.
Let's see.
Oh,
Blind poisson.
Then again,
Oh, I see. Black level 2, black. These are all level 2 spells. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, and I'm broke. No, no being broke, you.
So apparently I overestimated how much stuff I would actually need.
Oh, I can go get that copy of Sleep back. There's nothing to learn. Okay. Now that I know how that works, I'll have to come back here with cash. Arrow, huh?
Lamp oil? Bombs?
Found an elixir. Okay, elixir is good. I remember this is at this point in the setup, it's a key item. Actually, that didn't do all that much damage either. I'm impressed and amused both. All right, let's go talk to the Mrs. Sid. She's around here somewhere. Oh, poor Selena. Okay. He said he had something to find in a hurry.
Okay.
This side. Mallet. That's actually for curing confusion. That's its only purpose in existence, I think. We get to borrow beds anywhere, but anywhere on the inside of the mountains, but outside the mountains it costs money. Is this it? I think this is it. Oh, yep, there's Sid. There's the old lady. We only had an elixir. Just so happens we found such a thing a moment ago. There it is. Hello, Mrs. Sid. That was quick and easy. Oh, we didn't get that far out of the way. Again, does that mean out of you too? Yeah. Hey, nice. +1 airship hangar. With a bunch of crap in it. Iron arrow, gold needle, those are fun. Phoenix down, more Phoenix down. Because more Phoenix down is good. The great bow, that means I can sell one. Gnomish bread.
More Phoenix down. The way I see it, some Phoenix down is good, more Phoenix down is better, too much Phoenix down is just right.
Oh, wait. Potion, gold needle, Phoenix down, and high potion. Now, why would I want gold needles by chance? Anybody think?
Nope.
What does gold needle do?
I have no clue.
Gold needle cures petrification.
Ah, okay.
And we have
I always
critters.
thought that was soft.
Well, it was in Final Fantasy 1 or 2. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 soft was the way to deal with that. I push for leather shields. I've got 3 of those, and I don't actually require 3 of these, 3 of them. I've got 2 of those. I'm going to hold on to those for right now. 5. 6 suits of leather armor. What the hell did I need all? The hell do I need all that for? White Slayer I have to hang on to. Phoenix Down is nice, but not what I want. And one of these, and I now have almost $2,000, which is good. All right, so we've got about 5 minutes. Anybody want to kibitz about how much this game sucks or not?
It doesn't actually. It actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it does. You know,
I like
it's like
some
a
of
more
the
advanced version.
for what it is. It's actually pretty good. I like some of the story. I really did like some of the story elements that they put into the remakes. But this is acceptable mostly, because the other characters had backstory. The characters had backstories and shit. In the remakes, the 3D remakes, and the earliest part of the game is actually set up in such a way that that some things actually work. Now wait a minute. I'm supposed to talk to you, or am I supposed to be talking to another person? Because that's King Sasne, and I'm not seeing. Who the hell is King Argus? King Argus was in this area. Oh, I know. Okay. King Argus is actually in a completely different area. We have to go after Dash next, and I don't want to do that. All right, so how about we kick this save into high gear, and then bail out on this game.
Oh, fun!
King Argus is way the hell down the line. We've got several hours to go before we get to King Argus. And we have to save his kingdom in the process. Because of course we do. Let's see which cards I got for all this play. Wow, I've got 3 copies of Sarah. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I've got 3 copies of Sarah. I'm missing Sid, Dash, Arya, Alice, Doga, and Une.
That is a thing that should not be.
What, 3 different copies, having 3 different copies of Sarah and 4 card drops? Oh, what a day, what a day. Okay, so, like I said, I prefer the other one. If only because there's more story to it and more interplay between the characters. At this point, with the original, they already crammed that thing to the last. They already crammed the cartridge full to the last bite. So, I have to forgive it for that, because this is actually a remake of the original. This is a remaster of the original game, not the later games. And I still have a copy of Final Fantasy III on not just on Vita, but also on PC. So, and that's
Cool.
and that's the 3D, and that was the 3D remake that got done.
Lucky.
Playing it as originally intended isn't all that bad either, and it's all familiar territory. Because of the 3 games, for the first half of the sequence, I'd never actually beaten Final Fantasy II, and I don't know most of it, but I have actually taken down Final Fantasy III, and it doesn't take that long to get through the original Final Fantasy if you want to squirrel with it. But this game here was 30 to 50 hours. So, yeah, at $10 I think they are. I have to look. How much are they originally? Final Fantasy 3 is 18 actually. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 were less. $12 they are now, and that's because their basic sale has ended. Their upfront sale has ended. The remaining 3 games are $18. We're expecting one of them in a week or so, 5 days ish, on the 19th, which means we can have it available for if the rumor mill is correct, we can have Final Fantasy IV available. Not on Wednesday, but next Saturday. And the other 2 are in September. One on the 9th and the other on the 30th. That's what the rumor mill says. Don't take that as gospel, because it isn't.
Wish we're not.
Right now, the store pages all say 2021. But there were old Steam DB entries that said that gave actual dates. What I will probably do is pre-order them at some point in the near future, because Square-Enix is not going to give me those out of nowhere. They don't think I'm worth $20 per game, so $60 overall. They definitely don't think I'm worth $60, so that's going to be a thing. All right then. So it is now 1,300 hours on the left coast of the United States, and it is time to wrap up. Don't forget to do all the YouTube-y things, like, comment, subscribe, share on social media, and tell all your friends about it. Because we play the games that you don't want to, so that you don't have to.
Hey!
That's our
Hey,
job.
don't go copying off me.
Yeah. That was my line back in 2016. Okay, so all right then. Between now and the next time we see you, be safe. I'll be saying.
And let's make games great again.
All right. That's actually very good. I like that. All right, folks. See ya.
Bye-bye,
See ya.
Star Patrol.
Bye, Star
Bye.
Patrol. And remember, this is my opinion of your opinion.
Because of course it is.